This is Digital Media Project 2 by Hannah Dewey. Out of all the stories we've heard so far this semester, the moment that resonated with me the most was in the Lazy Jack story of E. Pamininus. The part when he wraps his new puppy in a leaf and drowns him in the water caught me completely off guard and hit me emotionally. I immediately became angry at E. Pamininus' laziness and his inability to adapt, which is a major theme in many stories of this genre. Another version of this story that we listened to in class is the story of the buried treasure, where the Lazy Jack character ends up with more gold than he could ever imagine, solely because he needed it at the time. He was able to outsmart his opponent because he found an opportunity and took it without requiring any real work at all. On a personal level, I can connect with the Lazy Jack metaphor almost perfectly. Last fall, I was forced to push my scooter up a steep hill alongside one of my teammates because mine ran out of gas. My teammates all joked around and made fun of me because I hadn't learned to fill up my tank before a football game. I've now been able to adapt and learn from my mistake by remembering to fill it up regularly. I've also personally overcome my own struggles to achieve success, unlike the two characters in the stories I previously mentioned. I had shoulder surgery over the summer to remove a joint that I needed to play my sport competitively again and be completely pain-free. I made the conscious decision to listen to my body and make a change when I needed it most. One archetypal idea that comes to mind when I think about adaptation and the Lazy Jack characters is success through stupidity. When I think of the San Diego County Fair, I think of the hundreds of thousands of people who pay way too much money to ride dangerous rides, not caring about their own personal safety. Although these rides may not be the safest for children, thousands come back for more each year just because they want to be entertained. In recent history, we've seen different occasions where our Lazy Jack character trait has proven our own nation's lack of adaptation. One of the most influential times where this occurred was during our nation's different wars. While visiting Gettysburg this past summer, I saw firsthand many battlegrounds where men had died and could sense the similarities when I thought about all of the men and women fighting to protect our freedom as they also had so many years ago. When listening for development of levels within a story, the story of Canoe and the Strangers immediately comes to mind. On a personal level, we learn about the need for each of the strangers and how each of them is important to the overall mission of rescuing Canoe's daughter. This resonated with me because they were able to find their real purposes in life, which is something college students especially tend to struggle with. At first, everyone hates the biting spider because his initial purpose was to sting everyone who bothered him, but he learns to understand how it can also benefit the people around him. When I look at the local level, I think of my family, friends, and classmates who have helped me get me this far in my college career. I've been able to reflect on how strengthening my relationships with them have made me the person I'm proud to be today. All images created by or given to Hannah Dewey. This movie was made on an iMac using iMovie.